Hi, I'm Sean Waterman and you're watching Cyberscoop TV. Today we're here at RSA conference at the Moscone Center in San Francisco, and I'm joined by Israel Barak, who's the CISO of CyberReason.
Thank you, Sean, for having me.
Oh, well, thank you for doing this. Really appreciate it. So what are you doing here, Israel? What's your play at RSA?
So our play at RSA is, we want to revolutionize the enterprise detection and response ecosystem. Right? The idea is to put in place a technology that's able to track advanced cyber operations based on its understanding of how a cyber operation is carried out in real life. Right? It's based on the understanding of how advanced attackers structure their operation step after step, as opposed to finding pieces of malware, right? And based on this behavioral analysis, create the type of accurate detections and visibility that security operations centers need to uncover and eliminate those advanced operations.
And what do you see as the most significant trends this year that you're picking up at RSA?
I think the most significant trend that we're seeing this year, and has been growing steadily in past years as well, is this growing gap between the attacker's success and level of sophistication and the level of success that security operations, enterprise security operations, are having to contradict those attackers' efforts. And I think we've been seeing this gap getting bigger and bigger over the past several years for sure.
And I mean, what can we do about that? What's your takeaway, your teachable moment from that analysis?
I think the biggest thing to change is really the mindset of the security community. I mean, once enterprises kind of go past setting up the basic controls and the best practices, they need to change their mindset in terms of processes and tool sets to fit the attacker mindset. Right? They need to better understand how sophisticated attackers think. What are the type of activity that they would conduct inside their networks as part of a cyber operation, and build their processes and tool sets to detect and circumvent these activities.
So Israel, your personal background is that you're an IDF veteran and worked on cyber issues for the Israeli Defense Forces. So I wanted to ask you this. Israel, a small country, but nonetheless probably in the top 5 in terms of its cyber abilities worldwide. Why is that?
So it's a very good question, actually, and it's a question that I had the personal pleasure of experiencing on how you solve it. It all starts with talent, right? Israel has mandatory military service. So you basically start by focusing on the most qualified, talented people. Obviously, they don't come with a lot of security background, but they come with very high personal capabilities and qualities. So you start with that, and then you mold that with, you build the right skill set in terms of technical skill set, right, the right mindset. And at the end of the day, since the talent pool, right, the entire pool is relatively small, and they need to work in smaller teams, it's all about determination and daring, right? It's about developing this mental understanding that even if you work in small teams, if you dare, right, and you have the right skill set and talent, you're going to get to your target.
So that reminds me of the slogan of the British SAS, who dares wins.
There we go. We work by the same motto.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
it's a real
Sean.
pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
You can see more of us at cyberscoop.com or on our YouTube channel.